All right, so Friday night against the Orioles, see the ball go down the right field line. Nimmo scoops it up. Nicky throws it home. You guys get the out. Was that the craziest game you've been a part of?
Yeah. Well, I mean, definitely the play of the year for us, for sure. We've been in some crazy ones, but that one's up there. The crowd was electric yesterday. No room for error on the relay, and they executed it to perfection. Then Diaz finished it off by basically tackling the audience. So that was awesome.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. And I mean, I haven't talked to you in a while. We haven't got to talk about how All-Star was for you. Got the strikeout of the rise. Just the whole day and experience for you. Just to sum it up real quick, what was it like?
It was a whirlwind, but all really, really good. Felt like every moment was filled with memories made and just a lot of, years worth of work kind of all summed up into 24, 48 hours. And then felt like the game was the first time I could take a breath and kind of take in the moment. And then I was out there in the seventh facing a rise. So a really good way to end it. Saw my family afterwards and really couldn't have dreamed of a better experience.
How have you stayed ready? Because I know it's been different from you usually being a starter. And then even last year when you're in the bullpen, you're able to get used a little more. But now you're the closer. You're only used situational. So it seems like there's, you go these long stretches without pitching. How do you stay prepared, though, to be ready whenever?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the toughest part to balance so far. I definitely like being in there more often, which is why the closer role has worked for me. I feel like bouncing back is something that is a perk of mine. So I try to get as much mound work in as I can, be intentional with my preparation and work in those days that I'm not going to be pitching. The tough part is we just don't know, right? Because before the game, I can put in all the work I want, but I don't know if I'm going to be pitching that day. So you always have to reserve some in the tank, and then a couple days go by is when you're kind of antsy to get back in there. So really, it's just the competitive nature is the only thing you kind of lose a little bit when you're not out there for stretches. But we're still trying to work through that on when is a good time to just be in there, regardless of the situation.
Now that the deadline is past, you guys, the team is what the team's going to be for the remainder of the season. Is it more like comfort or relaxed monkey off your back type feeling?
Yeah, I think that entire day is a lot for everyone across the league. Because you're just, as players, we don't know what direction we're going to go. And ultimately, DeGrom, made a really impactful decision for all of us. And we couldn't have been happier that he led the way with that because, a lot of us are still here from 23, 24, and 25. So we have been through this up and down process, and he made the statement of he wants to see this through. He wants to be on this winning team. I think that meant a lot for everyone in the clubhouse, and I think we'll peak at the right time. And we've been through a lot of adversity with these four guys, and so we feel like we can handle any situation now, and we'll just really need to gel at the right time.
And then my last question, two guys that I think epitomize that adversity stuff. You got Bradford back the other day. Monty, I'm sure he'll be pitching sometime today or tomorrow. But, I mean, you've seen those two from the times when nobody's here. They're at the ballpark working, but to see them bounce back and come help you guys during the finish chase, what does that do for you?
It's a big boost. I mean, those guys, we've seen it for the last couple of years now. Monty is 23, but he's been here since spring training with us. And then Bradford, one of my closer friends on this team. So, couldn't have been prouder. Two of the best humans as well that we have in this organization, and they're so dedicated to their craft. They never take a day off, even if they've had a bad day or they've played something. So it's really impressive to watch them build out their work. Cody picks up pretty much where he left off. I know he'll say he was a bit rusty, but when you take off that much time, there's going to be some low points. But those are two big time arms that contributed in a huge way in 23, and they're going to come into our pitching staff here at the right time when we need them most, when trying to chase a pennant, and then ultimately I'm sure they're going to get to big outs when we get to the closer.